All right, so back testing session again. So here we are on the daily. Um, we will just build the story what the price particularly can do. And my bad guys, I was not recording it, so I will just repeat it again. So our goal as a trader is to catch the volume in a particular session. All right, it can be down, it can be up. Our goal is to catch that volume, and your point of interest, your story, everything is right. You just need to take the action accordingly. Now we have two entry scenario, either it is flip or it is chalk, or I mean, yeah, we have particularly two. So suppose you have the demand right here. I'm gonna explain it on charts. I'm not gonna be wasting your time, those who are in the session. So definitely we have a lot of liquidity above this because we have equal highs. So price might can even it can tap all the way to the upside and still can go to the downside. So we are in the discount right now, but the thing is that even if in this session it provided a small move to the downside, we will take it. But we are also prepared that price will move up to the upside in the long run. All right, and if the price did certain thing, then we are not really we are not really shocked that, oh man, price moved to the upside. We was not prepared for that, but we are prepared for that price can move to the upside. All right, so our goal is to just catch the volume, as I said. So I'm gonna be drawing my POI right here just for the future, because yeah, we have only two POIs based on the daily. We don't have much. So these two POIs. Now I'm just gonna go to the 1 hour because that is like kind of intraday time frame for us. All right, 1 hour, nothing too clear. If you go on the 30, not so clear, because we do have a point of interest right here. I'm aware of that. We have a wick supply right here, but we also have another point of interest right here. Now we don't really know which it is going to respect. We are almost close to London session. I'm only gonna be back testing London session because I trade London the most. So again, I said our goal is to capture the volume. It can be to the downside, it can be to the upside. Now we will just wait on the minute 5 probably. Yeah, let's see what price do. It's 9:30 a.m. according to me. I come to the charts at 11 o'clock, so I'm gonna just move it to 11. Not gonna be wasting the time. Yeah, it's 11 o'clock. Now we have two things. All right, I'm sorry. We have two things. Either we can consider this a liquidity point. We need to take action on the reaction of the market, right? Definitely we have to take action like what the market do. I mean, you're prepared about that. Right now I'm just discussing about that. So either price just can create use this as liquidity. What the, oh my fucking god, man. I'm gonna refresh this shit now. Fucking hoe, man. Just hold on a second. Guys, are you getting my voice? Because my internet is kind of interrupted. I want to know in chats if you are getting my voice.
Yes, exactly.
All right, so we have to do it once again, man. I think it was right here, 11th. Yeah, right here. So I'm gonna move to the 1 hour. As you saw, we was moving bullish. All right, but even if in between we got selling opportunity, we will take it. This is just for the future reference. I just drew it for you. Now we also have kind of equal highs right here, which in future price can swept. Now we have only two scenarios. Either price will just break this all like with the volume. All right, we will take it and we will target the liquidity, or price can respect this. I mean, let me just move to the 10 o'clock when we was in the on the charts. Yeah, this is 10:30. All right, either price will just melt from here and we can target, or price will just tap this level and we can sell it, or price will just move impulsively and we can see a flip and then we can target this liquidity to this particular point. We have scenario ready now. Whatever the volume, wherever the volume is gonna come, we will take the action accordingly. Let's go to the 15. Now definitely these are equal highs, so if we want to take a trade, I think this point of interest will be like valid for us because these are equal highs. But on the bar replay we saw that this was kind of pushing to the upside, but my goal is to catch the volume. All right, these are equal highs right now. I'll wait. All right, yeah, price kind of swept that now. Now either if this point of interest hold, then we can sell it. If it didn't hold, then definitely we're gonna target this liquidity to the upside. All right, now we will just see if this holds. I think let me draw it on the 1 hour. All right, 1 hour, like it was kind of little bit bigger, so I'm gonna use the 1 hour instead of 30. All right, so now it has tapped their point of interest, so now our goal is just to tap onto the 1 minute, because now it has taken the liquidity. This is kind of high probability setup for us. If the price takes out liquidity, this is kind of high probability setup, so I'm gonna go to the 1 minute. Now we need a chalk. Let's see. All right, price barely took that high. We will wait. All right, price took this also because this was the last I would say demand for us. So now if the price tap here, I'm gonna set my order right here. Now we have two things: either we can risk our money here, or price will just break it and again give us a chalk and then we can enter. So I'm gonna be giving it two chances. If it tapped our order, that's fine. All right, it didn't really tapped our order. Let's see. I'm gonna move to the 15. All right, we missed the entry, no problem. This session is gone now, so we will move to the next day. Next day we didn't got any trade, so no trade for us as we are session traders. So volume did came but didn't really give us the entry. Yeah, all right. Yeah, now I'm active on the charts because I came to the charts nearly like 11:15 or 11 o'clock. Why? All right, no worries. So now we have points of interest right here. All right, barely price didn't really tap that, so in future we can target that, but we need to draw a few points of interest and we need to build our story why the price will do certain thing. We have point of interest right here. All right, this can be a liquidity for us, this all trend line liquidity, or you can say the pattern liquidity. This might be a pattern, a lot of people might be selling it, but break off structure was right here and this still is a valid demand. Now of course you guys could have done the same thing. You could have drawn your POI right here and right here. All right, I mean it was pretty easy. Definitely you guys I mean would have the should have the same setup, I would say. So now if the price tap here, we can sell it down till here, or if the price tap till here, we can make it as a target, or if the price completely break that, then we can take a flip to maybe this sort of zone. I mean, or the last thing, price can break all this and then we can trade a flip. Now we have scenarios ready for everything. Let's see what the price gonna do. All right, price it at the POI. Now I'm looking to target this because price hasn't really tapped that, and we can trade this. We can take this as inducement. I mean, we will be targeting that. So now I'll be just going to the 1 minute. All right, pretty fair. All right, so definitely we have equal highs right here. I don't really know if price will hold that, but if this equal highs is kind of liquidity, price should end right here or right here. It shouldn't go all the way to the upside, because if this is liquidity, price will just tap it and then can break this. If price broke both of it, then it means demand is pretty strong. Then it would be a chalk for us. Why? Because price closed below and it will take all the supplies and then we can trade it. Let's see it. I don't really know what the price is gonna do. All right, it took both of the supplies. So now this was liquidity point for us, but now this momentum is pretty strong, so we can take the higher time frame in consideration that this liquidity is playing out, and now we are looking for buys, of course. So where we can take the buys, probably right in this area, because this push started right from here. I'm gonna just place the entry right here, and stops, as you know, I don't really keep it right below. I just give a little bit of room. In this case, I'm gonna give it 3 pips. Yeah. And about the target now, I don't want to be too crazy with the target because I'm really hoping to catch the volume. So volume usually stays with the price in that particular time period when that London starts in, like, I mean, only that time period. So I want to be in that time period only, like half an hour or 15 minutes. So for that, I'm going to be targeting this. I'm going to be making it 5 hours. So all right, this is 5-hour trade. Let's see why it is not playing. All right, let's see. All right, we are in the trade now. Once it break this, we're gonna be shifting it to break even, because this is the only points, man. I really can't do anything. All right, playing yeah, we are at break even, or even we can trick it. We can trail the stops right here. I think break even would be fine, yeah, because it's like 5-hour only. All right, 5-hour. It was the first session trade for us. Now the takeaway from this trade is you was ready for every scenario. Your job was to capture the volume. All right, and this trade was right at London, like 30 minutes after London stock market open, because London opened at 12:30 around here. This trade played out right after 1 hour, and even if you shorted it right from here, that was also valid. Yeah, we will discuss that also. So now we are 5-hour. So now if you go to the 1 hour again, let's go to the 4 hour. This is the point of interest according to the 4 hour. This is pretty big. Now price was at that point of interest. All right, so now let's go to the 1 minute, because price is already at POI. As you can see right here, price was at POI. Now in the beginning I said that every story is valid. I really built my story like this is liquidity, and once price tap here we will buy it. Now your story can be all right, it's at 4-hour POI. We can take this as a target. All right, now let's see if our entry criteria was triggered or not, because we are just trading the pullback and we are just trading that pre-London volume. I'm gonna just go to the 1 minute. All right, definitely we have a chalk, because price broke that and broke that low, but price never tapped this extreme, so no problem. Price broke this structure again, So this is from where the push started. We have two options here. We can take the entry right here or right here. I'm gonna mark on both. Fairly 1.5 pip, and this 1.5 pip. Target definitely that liquidity area. That was too crazy target for me, so I'm gonna just target this because I just want that volume to just play out. I'm gonna be targeting maybe, let's take 6R and same target. Of course that target is valid, but I don't want to be a part of that, like pullbacks and things like that. So I want it to quickly play out. Let's see if we get stopped out or play it out. All right, we are in this order, we are in this trade, and let's see. All right, playing a little bit. All right, okay, so now it had broken that structure, we can make it a break even. All right, target smashed. So the takeaway from this trade is every story is valid. You just need to be ready for every scenario. All right, so this was definitely liquidity and price took out the liquidity. And suppose you enter somewhere around here, you enter your buy somewhere around here. I don't know, I'm not just, it's just the example. I'm not going to be showing the higher time frame or things like that. Now you can target this liquidity. This is also valid. Now someone can say, all right, this is liquidity, I'm going to be buying right here. This is also valid. So every story is valid in that session. You just need to be prepared that, all right, if price do this, I'm going to do this. I mean, you are ready. So now this, I mean, we took 3 trades actually. This was already played out, so I'm not going to be considering that. We took 2 trades. Both were going to profit. Now let's just move to the next session now. Then we will just take questions and things like that, and I'll be just explaining few things. All right, price shot it up is 13, so I'm gonna draw that 4-hour daily POI. This was the daily. All right, now we have 2 things right here. Either price will respect it or price will break it. We don't need to be stubborn. For example, you have your premium and discount right here. All right, price will just drop it, I'm gonna sell it. It's not like that. You should be ready for everything. That volume can either push the price. Volume is pretty strong thing, so it just comes out aggressively. It can just I would say if your bias is like, oh, I want to sell it, only sell it. I mean, if the volume comes to the opposite side, then you are really going to be in trouble. So you're ready for the both thing. Yeah, if we got a change of character right here, because this is the daily, so we have to take the 15. Now we need this to break. That will be the change of character. All right, just wigged into it, didn't close it, so it's not valid for me, because this can be just liquidity, price tapping this small demand. So I want a closure. Still wicking. All right, this is liquidity, so I mean, really kind of skeptical about it. If price kind of pushed upwards and we got a chalk, definitely we can target this liquidity. If price broke all the way to the upside, then we will look for a flip and then we will enter buys. We are ready for the both. All right, actually volume did came. This is London, 1 p.m. according to my time zone. So now, I mean, we have this extreme. So if price tap here, then we will enter buys. Let's see. Actually I was there, so I think price never tapped there. Yeah, instead price broke. Yeah, price kind of broke this. Now we have to go to the 3-minute for that. This is way out of thing. This is 8 o'clock, so literally we missed this whole move. Didn't really notice. So yeah, we got no trade because there was no chalk. This was liquidity. We was waiting for the price to either break it or create some kind of demand or supply. And guys, one thing more I really want to mention is, So for the flips, we need that structure break. What do I mean by this is, suppose flip is happening right here, you saw it, then this won't be valid. This can easily break and price can tap the extreme. We want to see this thing. Alright, you were expecting that price will react from here. Instead, price did this. So this would be a flip. Are you getting my point? For the flips, it needs to invalidate something. The supply is invalidated. Now this would be a demand. Or, I mean, yeah, is the picture perfect? Got it. All right. In this case, yeah, sometimes it will respect, sometimes this will respect. I mean, we have to take the risk. We have to put the orders on both. Now, in this case, this was the break of structure. I wanted price to come right here, but price never tapped there. So my entry criteria was not really valid unless we got a good break of structure. Suppose we got this. If we got a break of structure like this, then we can enter somewhere around here. But there was nothing. So this session, we missed the trade. Move on to the next. We only took 2 trades. So this is 13th. I think this was yesterday. No, it was the day before yesterday. Actually, we missed. Yeah, it's 13. Yeah. So we just gonna do the last day, yesterday's EU price action. Then we will just. We have 10 minutes left. 13. I'm gonna make it to 14. Now, again, I would say every story you make is valid. You just need some points. If the price didn't do that, then what you will do? You should be prepared for that. I think for the sake of this video, I'm gonna be repeating that thing again, which I said in the beginning of the video. Alright, it is 14th. I'm gonna make it to 11 p.m. so that, 11 a.m. sorry, because I come to the charts. Yeah, this is 11th. For this, we need to go all the way to the, we have to make all the way to the back, because there is not really any point of interest that we can trade with. We have this point of interest, all right, and we have this, because the price has already taken out that daily, so we only have 2. So price also took that out, so we just have 1. So I'm gonna delete it. Now, one thing is very important. Why I took that POI? Because there was liquidity on it. Equal highs, price never tapped that. So in future, maybe price can use this as reaction points. It doesn't mean that price will completely reverse from here. Our job is to trade that reaction. All right. And even this was kind of sweeping of the high. So now if we got a chalk, then definitely we can trade that reaction. This demand is still unmitigated. Price can come to it, but our job is to trade that volume. We are not worried about this. Yes, if you're a swing trader, then you can hold it, but our job is to trade that volume, where that volume is pushing the price. We have a lot of unmitigated orders, and I'm gonna use 15 minutes as my target. So I'm gonna use this as my target. Yeah, but for that we need a chalk. So I'm gonna use actually this is a chalk, because price broke this and broke that. We could have entered here, but you know what, I'm gonna just take the entry right here, because I feel this is valid. For this, I'm gonna keep my stop just 2.5 pip, probably just a little bit above here, because price can wick up a little bit in future. So targeting this all liquidity, I'm gonna be targeting this. This is good target, like 6R probably. Yeah, 5.9R. Let's see. We can scale in if the auto flow presents us something. All right, I don't know if it is playing, if it will play out or not. All right, definitely you can trail your stops above here and TP smashed. Yeah, this is pretty much it. We have 6 minutes left. I'm gonna be discussing the points that I mentioned in the beginning. We was only having 2 people here, so that's why I was not even recording it. So what I said in the beginning is every point of interest is valid. You just need to understand, you just need to trade that reaction, that volume. So what I mean by that is, suppose let me just name few. All right, we have Steven, Nav and Kang here. All right, suppose Nav have points of interest right here and Kang has the points of interest right here. All right, now if you ask me, I would say you are right. If Kang sending me the chart and marking the POI right here, I would say yes, it's perfect. If Nav sending me, I would say yeah, it's good. So the thing is that once you come on the charts and you see the price right here, all right, and you was waiting for a reaction here and you got a chalk, then simply you can trade it to next supply. That would be your target. You don't care if price tap all the way to the downside. All right, your job is to take 5, 6, 7 hour and your job is to trade that volume. That's all. And now you have one story. If price like showed you the chalk, then you will trade it. The other story is if price break that, then this would be a flip, then you will trade it. All right, now Nav has only one POI, so he will do one thing. He will also wait for a chalk. He will trade it if chalk got to Nav. Other than that, if same scenario, if it breaks, then this would be a simple flip. We have only 2 scenarios to trade. Either it's a flip, either it's a chalk. Of course, our buys can be based on liquidity basis and we can target few liquidity, and in this case this was liquidity. Definitely we can expect that. That is pretty that is really subjective. Any flip example this week on EU? This week pretty aggressive, but yeah, let me show you. I'm gonna reopen this thing, man, or I'm gonna use my trading view because it's like fast. We have 3 minutes left, man. I really have to purchase this premium. It's really depressing, man. So we was having a flip. So what kind of flip was it? This was the daily supply for us. All right, it was really aggressive. So if you go to the minute 5, we was waiting for a chalk right here. All right, but we never got a chalk. Price never closed below, as I showed in the back testing session. We was waiting for, I mean, price did closed, but as it's a daily supply, so we can trade that 5 minutes. Daily is very aggressive. At least we need 15 minutes chalk or like somewhere close to that. So on 15 minute we never closed that. Instead price broke all the way to the upside. Now to go to the 1 minute, how we can trade this push? We can trade this push by this. This was the flip. Price never got here. This broke the structure again, and this small, I would mark this whole area. We could have taken the trade right here, putting the stops just below. Yeah, and we could have targeted a 5 hour or something. Yeah, so this was a flip kind of scenario because this was the daily. Price broke the daily, and now this was a flip. Either we could have entered here or here. This was kind of flip. Other than that, I don't really see flip this week. Yeah, this was a chalk. yeah, this was it. So again, I would repeat, your job is to trade that volume, that push. No matter where the push is coming, you should be ready for everything. Either you will be targeting liquidity, either I just showed earlier on that session, on this session, you can just watch it. Alright Sam, thanks for your time. Yeah man, it is. I'll be just uploading it on YouTube. We'll make it unlisted. We'll send the link to you. Yeah. So yeah, right now we have a lot of room for it to go to the upside. Like this is also untapped, so price can respect this and still can go to the upside. Yeah guys, I'm just gonna stop it right here. Again, your job is to just trade that volume no matter where it is coming. You should be ready for every scenario. If it breaks, you can trade a flip. If it respected, you can trade a chalk or the flip on the smaller time frame on your direction. All right, that's all. I'm gonna end it right here. Thank you for your time guys. Yeah, bye guys.